Greetings. This is William Zavaric from Towson Acupuncture Associates, and I am not in the Witness Protection Program. I am in the shadow because I want to highlight Mother Nature as the star of our show today. So if we see the natural world this time of year in the fall, we can see such beautiful changes occurring. The yellows, the oranges, the light greens. We can see how the earth is shedding its green. It's turning into something more stark, and you can see some of the bare branches coming. But this last beautiful show. So there's this concept in Chinese medicine of the seasonal changes within our bodies, as well as the natural world. So we have central air, we have central heating, we have houses that are somewhat insulated, and we have in our modern culture a buffer, as it were, against nature. But we think in our system of medicine that we are still resonating with nature. Those external flows of qi are happening in our own internal circuitry as well. And we think that's why it's very good to come in 4 times a year and get an acupuncture treatment, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, with those seasonal pivots. And then we think you have better health throughout that season if you get that treatment. Even if you're in perfect health and you have no problems, no aches or pains or whatever, 4 times a year, to put ourselves in harmony with this time of year. It's such a pretty time of year. So we think that you should be doing 2 things that seem like they're the opposite of each other at this time. On the one hand, as it gets colder, and darker, you want to stay inside more, maybe not be so crazy active. You want to keep the lights in your house a little bit dim to be in resonance with the natural world. Now, of course, if you have a task at hand, you need a good light source. But the ambient light, research has shown, is better left on the darker side so we can be in sync with what's happening. But as opposed to that, we also want to go outside as much as possible and walk in nature and be in nature and bathe in this beautiful light. It's not that cold yet. It's often very beautiful in the fall. There's this concept in Japanese philosophy of forest bathing, of walking in the forest and just letting that qi envelop you. And there's some good research that actually has health benefits. But we don't need research. We just know that it feels good. Now, of course, wear a sweater, cover your neck. We think that the wind, you see the wind, comes into this part of our body in Chinese medicine. So, of course, cover your neck. This time of year, the earth makes yellow stuff. It makes, root vegetables, squashes, pumpkins, carrots. So we think we should be eating more warm and cooked foods, and local, of course, if you can. And of course, if not, at least, not so many cold and raw foods. That was more for the summer. So it's all about being in sync with the seasons in our system of medicine. And again, getting those treatments at those pivotal times of year can really make a difference. In my experience, my patients tell me they do much better when they follow that advice. So I am going to go outside and walk up that hill there and get me some exercise, get me some forest bathing. So there you go. Signing off from Towson Acupuncture Associates, this is William Zavaric.